Sup chat? Welcome to a very special day of Felix Miss, aka Felix Miss Day 11, aka I proudly present to you, assuming you've gotten all like the very subtle hints over the week, or not over the week, but like when I was playing Lunar Magic, or not playing Lunar Magic, but like working on my hack and doing very just like sporadic bursts of playing my like some levels of my hack on stream, then you would know when I posted like on the 11th day of Felix Miss, that little advent calendar I made. If you got the if you got the hint of what was going to be played today, then kudos to you. But yes, today's playthrough, which hopefully is going to be the only playthrough that we will start today and finish today, is my hack. So this is my hack. As you can see, I mean, let me restart, because even in the title screen, I made this myself. so so there's the Yano Felix Presents. So I just want to get a few things out of the way. This is a very like heavy work in progress, right? I'm not saying it's perfect. There's a reason why. Like, here, I'll just save state real quick. That it's called first attempt, because this is my first ever hack that I made for Super Mario World. The only other experience I had in just like Mario making is before Super Mario World ROM hacking. I actually did Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hacking, and I got up to, I think, World 6 worth of levels. So you can imagine when I made the changeover, because one of my friends was like, huge shoutouts to Kane Ivy. I have to name drop them because they were the ones that helped me learn Super Mario World, like just level making and ROM hacking overall. Because yeah, I stuck with Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hacking because it was easy to make then, and when I tried to switch over, I was like, this is way too confusing. I gotta learn this ability. I can't do this crap, right? So yeah. So then I started this all the way back in when COVID first started. So I think my first ever level, which we can pretend, or not pretend, but it is going to be a little like game showcase, or not game showcase, but dev talk, right? I'm gonna give my thoughts behind every single level. On the topic of that, though, because I have a very special announcement to make after today's stream is over, aka after the playthrough is over, that assuming you put all the pieces together, you know what's gonna happen for Felix Miss Day 12, aka the finale. But there are a couple of puzzle levels in my hack, and what I plan on doing is, just so people don't see the solution, I'm going to be either one, skipping the puzzle levels, or two, just hiding the screen and muting for a second while I complete the level, right? So another couple things is, this is very vanilla. The most custom you're gonna get, like you can see right here, is map 16 editing. So basically taking the aesthetics of one thing and changing the boundaries to another. So as you saw there, I changed lava into water and so forth, right? That is the most custom stuff you're gonna see from this. So unfortunately, because this is my hack, right? I don't know how to make custom music or custom graphics. This is a very long, just like, it's a little side project, right? I'm not really in any rush to complete it. I kind of just work on it whenever I feel like it. So there's only 3 whole completed worlds and partially World 4. Like, if you saw me during the LNL streams, I only really, or not only really, but I completed some World 4 levels on stream, right? So yeah, so like I said, I'm not perfect. Like, I know I'm a VLDC super fan, so you would think I would take notes from that, but my big inspiration was the jump team. The the hack called Jump, which, back when I first started, like, oh, I should do like a 12 Days of Felix miss. That was like during summer. I did want to play Jump on stream, right? But kind of doing VLDC right now, so let's just jump into it. This is the other save file of me just testing. So, like, heads up again, I'm not perfect. No one is, but I'm not perfect. There are gonna be bugs, there might be cut off. You could point and laugh at me, but this is just a side project, so hopefully you enjoy it. Let's jump into it. So, you could definitely see in the, especially in the first world, that, like, try to picture how I first started off like level making, and then you'll notice over time, at least to me, I noticed over time my levels actually got better. So when my other friend was like, I kind of want to play your hacks, I gave him to it. I told him, like, World 1 is going to be very boring. I'm just going to say straight up, it's going to be boring, but the more you play through it, the better it's going to get, in my opinion. So, oh no, Felix's counterpart, Yano, teamed up with Bowser to capture Felix, and now it's up to Mario and his friends to save Felix. That's right, I'm in trouble. So here's the overworld. We could go into Yoshi's houses, not house, it's houses, because there's a multiple of them. How many can you count, chat? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a little fun fact, because, again, I'm going to give my thoughts. There was a feather here, right? My first ever playtester, Kane Ivy, he wanted to playtest my levels. No offense to him, he struggled on my first level. The first level. So that's why this feather's here. Because I told him, alright, if you're struggling, I'll hook you up with a feather. Being this one. And funny thing about that, yes, this is a puzzle level. So, I'm also not going to hit the message boxes because, I mean, I can't be too obvious what's gonna happen. Or not happen, but what's going to pop, what Felix Miss Day 12 is gonna be. Okay. So, like, I could jump in. It's a puzzle level already. So if you ever play my hack, this is a puzzle level. Good luck, have fun. So, I'm not gonna do it. And we got the first 2 levels. So we got generic level 1, made by Yano Felix. And let's jump into it. So, generic level 1, like I said, I was not very good at level names and just level design, so I'm gonna be completely honest. You know what I should do, by the way? I should get rid of the feathers. Yeah, this is the first ever level I made, and I was that cheeser, you know when I was judging VLDC, that was like, oh, the person took the base of a level from the original Super Mario World and kind of did their own spin on it. Yeah, you may roast me because I did that for these first few levels too. So, like, here, for example, literally, the Yoshi coin, I just got rid of the freaking concrete blocks on the side and added some turn blocks here. Again, I'm gonna roast myself, right? Because I also want to see how bad my early levels were. I gotta go through that cannon to get the midway. Another thing that my very few playtester commended me for was the fact that, and I kind of stuck with it, and even take that into consideration for VLDC levels, that to get the power-ups, in the original Super Mario World, it's just like, oh, it's just in this not turn block, but question mark block here. Here's the first hard part, by the way. Technically, you could jump over like this, but you're meant to do a slide jump there. And yes, Kane Ivy was the one that struggled with this jump. So that's why I put the feather. GG's. Because my goal in this was to start off easy like, you know, when I was judging VLEC, was to start off easy, and the hack progressively gets harder. So here's the overworld. You can see down here it's still a work in progress. Like, nice cutoff, Felix. Lamau, Lamau, Lamau. Even World 6 isn't really complete. It keeps going through revisions. Like, you should have saw the first version. It honestly was so bad. So that's why, like, every world, except I believe World 2, went through a revision. Even World 7's in the process of a revision. And no, World 7 is not playable. So here's World 2. At least I didn't steal ideas from anyone else, because I love overworld making. That's the main thing that I was excited about making, making a Super Mario World ROM hack, right? Here's World 4. I did want to, because World 2 is very fat, as you can see, and remaking the overworld isn't my priority. Making levels is, but I'm thinking of making World 4 a little bigger because I kind of want to go for a mountainous one. But you can see it's kind of just stuck in the top right here, while World 2 is this big fat land sticking all the way here. So you have like World 5 up to the left. Again, not very good looking, right? World 6 is here. World 7 still a work in progress. And yeah. So here's Yellow YOLO Palace. Here's already the first steps I took into, like, custom anything. So you see those blue coins there? Here's a reset door, by the way, because, again, in VLEC, I like to roast people that are like, alright, what happens if you hit the P-switch here and let it run out? Right? You're soft locked. So that's why I added a reset door. And it's also if you mess up, yep, it's if you mess up this one. So it's just a very simple P-switch run, except the blue coins are fake. So yeah, if you don't reach it in time, basically you've got to run back to start and retry again. So the Yellow Switch Palace isn't that hard, right? So GG's. Just kidding. So question mark, what do you do, chat? It's not the actual yellow switch. What the heck was that? Oh, haha. The freaking block's still a bit jank. Well, this is yet again another puzzle. So I'm gonna quickly put you on BRB, because again, if you're a future player in this, I want you to figure it out yourself, because it's a puzzle. So BRB. Oops. There we go. It's not that hard of a puzzle. Smiley face. I think I'd be able to get the double jump. I'm gonna try to go for it. Oh. Come on. I got time. So this is a very basic puzzle. Double jump. Ayo. Good job solving that. Pressing the switch has turned blank into orange. Can you find and solve the other three? The other switch palaces are going to be very brutal. Or not progressively more brutal. But especially the blue switch palace is very, very brutal to get. So back over here to generic level 2. These are very generic. That's why I call them generic. Because again, if you look closely enough, there is like subtle remnants of Yoshi's Island 2, right? Because again, I'm gonna roast myself because these are the first few ever levels I made on, not on stream, but just in general, right? Because everyone was stuck in COVID back in the day, so kind of picked up a few hobbies of mine, right? So hello, everyone knows my name already. Hop on my back and let's roll. Eventually using me as an extra jump. Frickin' Felix in 2020 had terrible comic relief. So yeah, I'm gonna skip all these message boxes because find it out yourself, right? So yeah, this is a very generic level. You know what I realized with the berries? You see that? the berry colors are actually different compared to the bush. Oops. Again, I'm not perfect, but that is embarrassing. How did I mess that up? Midway. God, that is actually like, welcome to my hack, ladies and gents, and everyone else in between. This is fucking stupid. So here's another little hard part. You're technically supposed to do a slide jump there as well. Kind of like this. But I added these yellow blocks because, again, Knivy also struggled with this. So I had to make it easier. A little bit of a jump just to get Yoshi coin. Forget it. Oh, this is a sub area. Okay. So much I know about my own hack. Just a quick jump across. And yeah, this is... like, at least that sub area was different compared to my, like, the first sub area. And that's the end of the level already. Just a little, like, down there. Actually, I think I remember what I put down there. Did I even make it possible? Yes. You gotta work for that one-up, chat. Come on. GG's. Okay, so generic level 2, in my opinion, is much better than generic level 1. But I also want to, what's it called? Definitely rework all of World 1. Because believe it or not, the castle was already revised. In fact, I don't even remember how the first version went, but it was so bad that I decided, you know what, I'm going to rework Castle number 1, and it is a bit better now, I like to think. But we'll worry about that when we get there. So we got reaching new heights. This is kind of, what's the word that you use where it kind of lines up with my Super Mario World ROM hacking adventure, right? So you can see here, I kind of delved a bit into custom coloring. Again, it's completely vanilla Super Mario World. There's no custom ASM. The most custom thing you're gonna get in this from me is map 16 editing, right? So these clouds were actually added not too long ago, by the way, because when I play tested it, again, I play tested every single one of my level. I made sure not to use save states throughout my levels. So when one of my playtesters were like, this is too hard, I tell them, get good, because I beat this. I know I made it, but chat, please playtest your levels. So when these clouds were in here, I was like, well, the whole gimmick of getting the Yoshi coin down there, kind of pointless. So I had to add those. So this is a, once again, over-glorified Yoshi's Island 3. But look! Custom map 16. Shouts to 1F0. This, again, if you were here during my, like, VLEC 11 finale, I think it was the second place level, Crystar Paulo, that spammed the hell out of 1F0. I was like, hey, look, it's a freaking Felix level. Because, here's a little glitch, by the way. Ayo! I don't know how to fix that, so kind of just left it. Hey! First death in my own hack. Freaking stupid. Let's try again. So fun fact, a little fun fact about these info boxes, they're actually sprites. So the reason why I know that is because one of my World 4 levels is centered around info boxes, if you could believe that. So when I found out that, I was like, why are some despawning? They're a sprite and not an object. I was like, well, time to basically rework that entire level. You might see some remnants of it if I eventually get to World 4, which I think I will. Like, if you want me to not be honest, but like, trying to pull a number out of my butt how many exits in total in my hack of mine here is, I believe there's over 40 in total, which is actually a lot if you think about it. So once again, this is just a simple edit of a already existing sub area. Again, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm guilty of doing that, but it's one of my earlier levels. Because again, I started this in 2020. We're in 2025 now, and the hack isn't even done, right? So it just goes to show how very sporadic. How did I get hit there? How sporadic my work on this is, but I actually started to work on it again because my friends that were playing this said they found it fun, so that gave me the confidence boost because I have terrible freaking self-esteem, but it gave me a little confidence boost to work on my hack more. So you'd find it funny when I say that I feel happy to be able to finish not like 2 or 3 levels within maybe 2 weeks. Well, before that, I think the last time I not beat a level, but finished a level was freaking months, right? So there's a little secret in that level that I kind of messed up. Like you can see back there. There's the green star there. There's a green star. Don't take my word for it, but there is a green star block at the end of every level. Or not at the end, but there is in every level. Kind of just as a little, like, hey, you made it to the end, right? So here we got Flash Flood, FNF. This is just, again, an over-glorified Yoshi's Island 4. Because, again, I really wanna rework, World 4. Really want to rework World 1, but how I said it is, I already want to rework some levels when I'm still struggling to, like, come up with new ideas for levels, right? So that's why just reworking levels. Again, I'll eventually do it. Maybe kind of take the gimmick of each level and put a better spin on it now that I have a bit more, what's it called? A bit more knowledge around Super Mario World. Say, hey, look, cutoff, because I can't do anything about that pipe with cutoff. I could also just make it into a like, grassland platform. But either way, it's cut off. So here we got Kaizo blocks, except they're outlined. So again, a bit more custom map 16 editing. It's still not custom ASM. It's just map 16. And like I said, especially 1F0, you're gonna see so much of it. So, saw a little bit of slowdown there. You need a springboard to get up here. There's a cute little setup with the double shell kick with the 1F0 up there. Again, I love 1F0. The fact that it's basically sprites can go on it, but Mario can't, right? So you could do a whole bunch of fancy stuff with it compared to just normal blocks, right? So that was Flash Flood. Again, a very boring level. Like, this is barely changed from the original Super Mario World. I think all I added was the water at the bottom, the green star block, and the message box is different. But again, find that out for yourself. So GG's. That's basically all of World 1 complete, except for the castle. But this is one of the more modern levels in my hack, because again, the first version was just, you know, however long ago. And then the rework for this level happened much later. I want to say 3 years later. So in like 2023, early 2024. So here we got Chain Link Castle, CNC. So the main gimmick of this level is the chain link fences, as you can see already. So yeah, this is, like, I would say the first room has a bit of problems, especially with the sprite work, right? But the main gimmick is going behind blocks like that. Didn't even, like, yeah, nice sprite limitations, right, Felix? Can't even see it. So, nice hack, Felix. So here's another, like, custom map 16, right? It's only a one-way cloud. I kind of stole the idea from another hack, but like, it was in the other hack, it's literally upside down clouds. And I was like, oh, wonder how they did that. And well, that's how they did it, right? Is map 16 editing. So here we got a little little nice thing by yours truly. I actually have indicators for my Potaboos, because back in VLDC, I would be like, oh, thank you, creator, for adding indicators. So, believe it or not, these Potaboos are actually a little finicky, mainly because, you have to jump here, by the way, those spikes were an afterthought as well, just to make that a little harder. So, go behind the background. Don't mess up here if you want the midway point. Because again, the people that play this like the fact they have to work for the power-ups and all that, right? So this room got changed a lot. I think this was the main reason why I what's it called, reworked this level, because the first version was not changed at all, was like barely changed, right? So sure, you can still see remnants of the like original Castle 1, but like here, for example, where you have to go not in the background, so much I know about my hack, right? I believe, yeah, down here you're supposed to go. But I think my original gimmick was, you had to go in the background and then kill that Koopa. But I kind of made it, that's why I was saying, I know I reworked this level, but I kind of want to rework it again, because back then when I made this, the chain link fences were so jank. They were so hard to make without it looking like cut off, right? But again, I'm kind of glad I don't remember what the original Castle one was, but I am quite proud of this second version, because I was like, yeah, this is a lot better. So I wanna see if I'm able to find like the very old copy and kind of just show. I'm actually gonna check right now. Maybe I have it. Because I keep like multiple copies in case something goes wrong. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. I think the earliest version I have is from 2023. If I check here in this channel, let's see, 2021. So maybe after we beat this, we could take a look back at like a very old version and see, you know, what changed since then. This one you have to rush through. If you had a power up, you were supposed to spin jump there. So yeah, this part, I actually forgot about this. So originally, what you had to do here was flip upside down to dodge this. There was actually these sprite blocks here, but I don't even remember when I did this. I think I did it like last week even. So you have to go in the background there. Let's go, Felix. Obviously, bosses aren't changed. I think the only way to change them is through a little bit of custom ASM. I know the Big Boo boss, the Triple B, you can beat, or not beat, but change around to your liking. So that was World 1. Again, not as good, but yeah, I like to think it gets better. You could be the judge, but to me, especially in like World 3, it got a lot better. So, after giving Iggy the hands, Mario moves on to the next world. I did say it would get spicy, right? It's full of secrets too. Exciting. And here we go. So here's a little thing that I like to do. My hack that other people liked. You kind of have intermission levels. So think of it as World 1.5, where you got the lowlands here, right? We're in between World 1 here and World 2. Every world has it, from what I remember. So I know World 2 has it. World 3 doesn't. World 4 does, and that's as far as I got, right? So we got the lowlands. Fun fact about this level. So, this level originally, like the level data, was never included in the original Super Mario World. So that was the context behind this level, that like there was an overworld level that was never used in the original Super Mario World. Let me try doing something with it. And so the Lowlands was born. Again, with a little bit of finicking around with the custom colors. Again, not custom graphics, just custom colors. So that's really it for this level. Like, I think I delved a little bit with the upside down clouds, especially here, as you can see, where some of these clouds are fake, some of them are real. But yeah, you can see a prime example here, right, where you can go underneath, but can't go back up. Pretty cool, right? Nice nothing, Felix. Was an enemy supposed to spawn there, or did I really not add anything? I don't think I added anything, unless that's respawning from the midway. That might be it. So, nice despawn there. There's a little bit of a hard part where these outline blocks are note blocks, right? So, if you mess up, gotta go back to start. Again, believe it or not, Kane Ivy, my first ever playtester, never made it here. They folded under the pressure from World 1 and stopped playing since. So, again, like, Kane Ivy, wherever you are, please get good at this game. But still, huge shoutouts to them for hooking me up, because without that dude's help, I wouldn't have, like, come up with these ideas or got into not Super Mario World ROM hacking as is, but just making levels. Because long before I was doing Super Mario World, like, just Super Mario World level making, I was still playing through Super Mario World ROM hacks. Just never made a hack for myself, right? So GG's. So you know what, I'm actually, that's not supposed to happen. Why does it do that? Can I restart and that would fix it? I don't know why it does that. Let's see. Just speed through this. Yeah, 7 exits already. Okay, it does fix. That is very strange. I don't know why it does that, but my other friend, who's currently in the process of playing this, said they come across that, and unfortunately, I don't know how to fix it. So we go from the lowlands to the highlands. We got our technically second secret exit, because again, Yoshi's Houses does have an exit to it. So, kind of like the puzzle levels, what I'm gonna do with the secret exits levels is, I'm gonna just do the normal exits, but for the secret exits, I'm gonna just hide it, and then we could play the level afterwards. So, Highlands' main gimmick is what's it called, the cape power-up, right? So, I had to fly up and crash down to kill the Chuck. Otherwise, if you don't have the feather, you're kinda screwed. So, question mark, chat. What do you think the blue coins? What do you think the, what's it called, green coins mean? There's a little sub area. This is not changed at all. It's just a bonus game. Where does it spawn me? Up here, apparently. So here's one of my favorite gimmicks. Is this colored ground. So if you hold down, as the arrow suggests, yup, it only goes one way. Look at that. So I have yet to have a level centered around this, but again, this is just me testing around a bit, right? Little fun gimmick here and there. Here's just another piece of grass. I don't think there's anything in this pipe. Nope. Alright. I'm noticing a little bit of copy and paste. If you're really boring, what you could do is, to avoid a soft lock, you could climb up, just do that, and that's it. But the first message box, obviously I'm not going to read it because I want players to read it for themselves when they hopefully play this. It's just, it basically says this to use the cape power-up, right? So Hi! There's a little, not secret exit, but there's a little smiley face and GG's. So obviously, as the creator of this, I know where the secret exit is, but you're gonna have to figure it out yourself because I am going to play this. I'm just gonna grab the secret exit really quick. And also, there's a save prompt after every level, because there's no autosave. This is purely vanilla. So BRB again, chat, as I quickly get the secret exit. Alright. We're in the secret exit path. I did a bit more with this gimmick, right? But I want to do like something really big with it, right? So there's actually a big backstory with this level coming up. Torpedo Ted's Trench. So to get the context behind this, I gotta go back here because I have to get the exit in the Yoshi's houses to get the context. So once again, sorry chat. I want you to experience this yourself eventually, right? So this is needed. So BRB again. Alright. Got the exit. It's not that hard of a puzzle, but like if you're ever to play this, you need to know at least some things about like Super Mario World jank, right? So there's the exit. Have fun with that. And we already got the Star World. Nice sunglasses face. So here's the Star World. It's kind of a work in progress, mainly this top part here. So like you have world 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But here we got the first level. So here's K9V Plains. So remember when I was talking about Torpedo Ted's Trench? Believe it or not, Torpedo Ted's Trench is actually the first ever Super Mario World level I made. Not counting my shitpost like that I made at maybe 8 years old that I didn't know crap about. But K9V's Plains and Torpedo Ted's Trench. So Torpedo Ted's Trench is my level. K9V Plains is K9V's level. So what we did was he had the idea of let's do a level trade, right? That I make a level for his hack, he makes a level for my hack, right? So this is the level I sent to K9V, right? So this is arguably the first. It's either the first or third one. I think generic level 1 and 2 came first, and then Torpedo Ted's Trench came third. Because the reason why I think that is what's it called? Like, you can see I have custom colors in this level, right? And the earliest sequence we get about what's it called? Freaking bot. The earliest sequence we get about, like, custom colors was Reaching New Heights, so this probably came third. It's hard to remember. So this... Not really much to say about this level. It was my first ever water level, and I actually think I did a decent-ish job at it. Like, I like what I did with the fish here. They have to go up and down. And this is... So the base I used for this level, because again, that's what I did when I first started off, was Soda Lake. So I actually played that yesterday on stream. So if you see slight resemblance in it, that's why, right? But honestly, playing it, you know, it's still a water level and it's still very boring. But for a third level, I thought I did a pretty good job at it. So that's the end of that. Even this top part is changed a little bit. You know what's funny about these coins? I don't think they line up. They barely do. Very, very barely do change. But GG's. So yeah, that was Torpedo Ted's Trench, TT&T. We got the higher lands again. We got the lowlands, highlands, and now higher lands. So, with the context of that, let's go play K-Ivy's plane. So this is the level that he made for my stream. Or not stream, for my hack. And I locked it behind a Star World level, mainly because, no offense, like, I know I'm bad, but K-Ivy's planes, just look for yourself. So this was I mean, I can't really get my thoughts behind it, right? This isn't my level. This is K-Ivy's level. The only thing I changed about this was the colors. I know, pretty bad colors, alright? But I did ask K-Ivy what kind of colors he wanted, and he picked this. Because again, this was early in my Super Mario World ROM hacking days. And I was like, ooh, I can change colors of the ground and all that? So that's what this level's all about. So yeah, I made Torpedo Ted's Trench for K-Ivy, and K-Ivy made K-Ivy's planes for me. I don't remember what... Because I picked out the name for him. I don't think he came up with a good idea for a level name, so I did. And yeah, that was the level. So again, huge shouts to K-Ivy, because without them, I wouldn't have known the basics about Super Mario World ROM hacking. And how to make levels and avoid cutoff and etc, right? So, cute little backstory with that. You could argue that, I was like, you know that meme with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that first it was the Rat Master, sorry I don't remember his name, but first he was the one taking care of the Ninja Turtles, and in the next frame it's the Ninja Turtles taking care of their sensei. That's basically what I turned into. That K-Ivy was the one that I listened to, and eventually it turned into I would teach K-Ivy, right? So, all the credit goes to him. So here's Layer Do Hole. This is I'm just gonna be honest, this is a very shit-ass level. Because this is Felix's first steps into Layer 2. This is the first ever Layer 2 level that I made in my hack. Hey, I got Kaizo blocked. I thought I was gonna jump around that. So not really much else to say about this level. Like, if I could rework it, I would in a heartbeat. This isn't that good of a level. Hi, Dogfather. Because I'll even show the secret exit, because it's not even that secret. About passed out? You go to sleep then. I gotta rush. Ooh. There's a cute little gimmick where you have to use a shell to get in, collect your rewards and all that. And here's the second part. Those black blocks, those B&Bs do hurt you. So you see that pipe up there? I'll be honest, that's where the secret exit is, okay? But you can't get it, so how do you? Gotta continue on for now. Good thing I'm the yellow switch. Here's a little bit of a hard part. Again, for people like Kane Ivy, that just have to jump through. See, I'm wondering how you get to that message box, right? It's blocked off. What do I do? Well, you're about to see one of the coolest gimmicks I ever learned in Super Mario World. But we gotta go to the secret exit for that. And that's what this springboard is gonna be used for. Oh, be careful. Bastard! See, I will show this secret exit because it's not even that secret, right? That's why I want to rework this level. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So here we go. I'm gonna read this message box. So notice how you just got a 1-up. That's a 1-up checkpoint, and it acts like a separate checkpoint. You'll see what I mean. Just take note about this room's layout, not level's layout. Just take a look at this. So I got the moon. This does require a forced death, so bye. The 1-up's there so you don't, game over, because it's a forced death. So with that, hello. These blocks weren't here before. Neither was that pipe, right? If you're reading this, that means you got the 1-up checkpoint. These unlock things that you wouldn't have seen the first time. So now we get to play through this section again, right? Look at that. It's looking a little different now, isn't it? This block wasn't here before. Neither was that. And neither was this, right? Really cool gimmick, right? See, this block wasn't here before either. That's the secret exit, right? It's just so cool to me. It's so cool. And that unlocks the Green Switch Palace. Greener Wiener Palace! So I'm not gonna play that, because it's another puzzle level, and it is a little harder compared to the Yellow Switch Palace. Because, again, my my idea is the hack's supposed to get harder the more you play it, right? You're noticing that it's getting a little harder now, right? You got a little bit of tight jumps here, a little bit of danger there. And this is going by pretty quick. Because, in my opinion, World 3 is where I really start to shine in my levels. Like, they get really good, in my opinion. There's only one level in World 3 that I wasn't proud of. But I'll explain more when we get there. So, this stream kind of doubles down as a Ask Me Anything as well. So if you have any questions about this hack of mine, then please ask away. And this is just a little, again, very special to me showcase. So yeah, this part could be a little difficult, right? Because you got the fast stompers now. Oh, jeez. Gotta go quickly, because I think that green... Oh! That green Koopa is supposed to fall down upon you. Nice hack, Felix, right? I will hydrate, thank you, Dogfather. A little bit just H2O. Alright. Yeah, the 1-up checkpoint allows you to do so much cool things, right? Believe it or not, that's the only real case that I've used the 1-up checkpoint to that regard, right? Because The reason why it's so much different compared to future 1-up checkpoints is again because it's the first ever time of me using it, right? Hey, you notice something, chat? Kind of struggling with this, right? That's why I want to rework this level, cause it's not that good. The whole case of it was me testing out layer 2, right? And that's the end of the level. And this is not changed other than that green star block. But kind of when I say VLC 2, layer 2 is really hard to master. Like really hard. So here we got the higher lands. Let's do it. You start off with a little bit of spice. This level, to the only 2 play testers, said this level was pretty difficult, but I disagree. This level is, once again, my first steps into using these lines. Like you see, these things like line guide rides, this is the first level of me testing it out a bit. Then jump across these to win this. Ayo! Even have the Yellow Switch Palace for a secret. Ayo! Then here's an actual bonus room that's, for once, actually different compared to all the other bonus rooms. It's just a whole bunch of coins, alright? You spawn. What happened to that pipe? I forgot I did that. Oh, I'd be a little silly sometimes. And this level is just neutral to me. It's nothing special. It's just me testing out new things, but I think it's a good level. It's very, you could argue, OLDC much. It's the midway point. I believe the hard part for my friend was this part here. It did change a little bit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, these death blocks weren't here before. Oh! Gotta fix that next time. Oopsies. That's not supposed to hit you like that. Here's the hard part. You're literally just supposed to fall. Like, come on, Enmead. You should know what to do there. I like this part. Where you can see when it's on a line guide, right? It goes slower. But when it's on 1F0, it goes faster. Hey, those worked that time. This is a little bit different. Okay, I remember adding those, but I did not think they would work. But they work very wonderfully that time. That is a banger level. I know it's my level, but shh. Here's another banger level. We got Lights Out. Here we go. So, pretty dark, right? Can't see the ground. Turn on the light. Now you can see it. So that's what this level's gimmick's all about, right? Is you actually have to use the light to get through this. Otherwise you won't be able to see the ground. So, well, if you're here for World 1, Dogfather, then you probably disagree. Because even to me, World 1 is full of some pretty doo-doo levels. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. But this level was pretty cool. It's a bit of a platformer slash puzzle in the second half, which, I mean, I guess I'll solve it. Because yeah, if you turn off the light, you can't see crap, right? You turn it on, now you can. Pretty cool, right? But here's a bit of a puzzle. Let's see if chat can figure it out. Gotta duck under those, cause yeah. I know those are technically broken sprites, but the gimmick is it's a disco house. So lost already? Maybe try looking atop each door more closely. So I kind of already, I mean, I'll enter the door. Wrong one. So you see these coins? They look normal, right? I don't know why there's a missing coin on top of that one. Except this one looks a little different, doesn't it? Because that's the right door. Whoa! Here's one that's a bit simpler. You can kind of see an X above there. X. 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 Check mark. Here's the last room. This one may seem intimidating. Like, look at all those doors. But maybe I should have skipped this level as well, because it is a puzzle level in the second half, but I don't know. You go over here, get the P-switch. You can use it if you want. And then you gotta go, go, go. Watch out for the holes, though. Oh, right there. Oh, I didn't enter it. That's not supposed to happen. Nice hack, Felix. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, someone made a fucking walkie, and his name is Felix. God damn it. God damn it. So that level has a secret exit. I'm not gonna get it because it leads to another very, very difficult puzzle. So figure that on your own. So here we got PPI. This level's gimmick is centered around pipes. That's why it's called pipes. If you're wondering what PPI stands for, by the way, it stands for Pesky Pipes Incorporated. You want the context? There's your context. But I kind of wanted to name it PPI because, I don't know, rolls off the tongue nicely. So I gotta go in here. This is a cool gimmick. I'm actually gonna yeet Yoshi. So what you have to do here is, like, you see these coins at the top? Technically what you're supposed to do is press this, right? But you don't have a bridge to get across anymore. So what you have to do is kind of make your bridge, right? So you kind of have to dodge the coins like this, right? But you can also see that the pipes get lower. It's actually really easy with a feather, right? And now you have to backtrack like this. It is such a simplistic idea, but I like it. I like it, and I hope you do too. So do that, and let's continue on to this area. So you're on a P-switch timer. Get over here. I guess I'll go down here, because I have a very shitty puzzle for a moon. Like, very, very shitty puzzle. Because it's supposed to be up there, right? And technically what you're supposed to do is kind of carve your way through it. So kind of like that. But if you realize, it's really not that difficult, right? So GG's to that. So time to leave. Yeah, lots of pipes, right? It's called PPI for a reason. So get this. That is the... I mean, I could just showcase it. So I kind of like it. Because again, get the power-ups, you kind of have to work for it, right? So the midway spawns you in here. And it pushes you up. Like that. Pretty cute. So what you're supposed to do here is shell jump. Or not shell jump. Get the springboard. Or you could do that. So these green coins, I skipped the message box, but these green coins tell you when you're supposed to jump. Like, you kind of learned that from World 1, right? This part you kind of have to be careful. He gets squished. Just go over here, kill that, move on across. Again, PPI is very simplistic, but honestly would fit right into OLDC, right? Oh my god, get out of the way, dude. You gotta wait. We gotta go through. Just like that. And that's the end of the level. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So the last level of World 2, this is one heck of a level. The Watchtower. Because I kind of want to rework this into something even better, but even my playtesting friend liked this level. So, I'll even read the message box. You gained a new technique. Try shooting fireballs at the conveyors and watch your fireballs go. Just, try not to lose your fire. So, you see that up there. You can't exactly get across, right? So, I gotta shoot it down here. You see that? Pretty snazzy, right? And there's kind of other cases here, except you're on a moving platform, right? Where you kind of have to shoot like that. So remember freaking militarized iceberg, where the gimmick kind of requires you to have a mushroom? Someone kind of requires you to have a fire flower. That's why the message box said, try not to lose your fire, you know? But yeah, on the other end, this level is a little, like, kind of needs work on it to really shine. Here's this part. Because, yeah, you remember Chris Starpolo? That was like, I did this first. Remember this part from that level? Where you have to race the fire flower thingies? If you spam your fireball there, you can't actually get that Yoshi coin. Same with here. Kind of have to do a tight jump there. A little bit of forced non-spin jumping, but also spin jumping. There's a reset door in case. But I am pretty generous with the fire flowers, right? Because the gimmick wouldn't have worked otherwise. Technically, what you're supposed to do there is jump up to make the swamp fall, and then you have to spin jump after. This is a cute little section. So, you know how you can just shoot fireballs to kill the enemies? But because of these conveyors, you can't actually, right? So, you're forced to jump on them, but don't jump too high, because otherwise you hit the spikes, right? Very long midway. I can't even collect it. Where is it? There we go. But here's this part. So this is where I started to get a bit better with the layer 2, right? And this level took forever to make, but I wanted to make it work because this is a good-ass second half, in my opinion. Where you kind of have to push yourself across. Because you're noticing, right? The later I get into the level, the better it's getting, right? Because I'm learning. I'm learning more techniques. I'm learning what to do. So like this part, kind of have to walk with it. The green switch allows you to just get pushed to safety. Uh-oh. Wasn't supposed to do that. Let's try not to lose our fire flower, Felix. So what you have to do is slide underneath, and then this thing comes into play, and you kill the Chuck with that. Pretty cool gimmick, right? That's why I like this level, because it took a while for me to make, but it paid off in the end. Oh, I think I get a power-up refresh atop here. Yeah, you could see that. Like, I should rework this level, but at the same time, it's honestly perfect as is. But I can make it much better and really make this level shine. So grab the springboard. This part up here actually went through a couple of versions as well. Like, there's no fire flower gimmick, but here, you gotta get pushed by the layer 2. Look at that. Here's this cool little section. That layer 2 block was once again another afterthought. Because I was like, this is a bit too easy. So you have to do that. Then go on to the other side. Gotta dodge these yellow spikes. You know how the hitboxes are. There we go. We're almost to the end. Fun fact, top part of those spikes don't hurt. I probably need to fix that. I don't think that spike was supposed to be like that. Oops! And that's the end. So we just have to jump up, and it's boss time. Boom. Get it? Because there's one on the other side. And again, bosses aren't changed. So GG's. But yeah, I could... Like, I'm gonna eventually rework a bunch of levels, right? But that's when I probably finish my hack, which is never. But like, I can't worry about reworking levels when I'm worried about making new levels, right? And coming up with ideas and not burning out and all that. Mario going fancy with his fire flower powers, huh? Morton didn't stand a chance. Although, seems like it's a dead end for Mario. Or is it? What's going on with the land ahead? Let's check her out. What is happening with that land ahead? Well, let me assure you, it's not supposed to do that. I think if I reset it, it's gonna look a bit nicer. Oh, don't wanna... No. Spoilers. Hi, Nanashi. Welcome to a very special playthrough. I don't know why it does that, Nanashi, okay? Cut me some slack. Well, look, it's fixed now. So, we just beat World 2. It's time to do the World 2.5 level. Gone with the Flow. This level is really cool. You're about to see why. So, another fun fact about this level, it's once again an unused level in the original Super Mario World, right? But I used it, and I made a completely vanilla level, so let's go through it. This first half isn't anything that special, right? But just you wait until the second half, chat. Just you wait. This is a really fun level to make, because... Like, how do you make a water level exciting? I'll show you how. I'll frickin' show you all! So this level went through a couple of changes. Oops! Couple of changes. Mainly, I added all of the death blocks, so... Actually, looking at your stream when you did the starting blah blah, but I needed to get going. Yeah, again, I'm sorry that I have to do this like, on a Monday for all you European friendos, but you're gonna find out what Felix Miss Day 12 is, okay? And you'll finally understand why this was done on a Sunday instead of Saturday. Oh, let's beat this level. Yeah, the first half, I can't really make it any better without changing the entire level. That's why the level's called Gone with the Flow. But the second half is the main show of this level. Wanna go home? I'm surprised. I know it's not Christmas yet, but I'm surprised you don't have, like, Christmas week off. A bit surprising. Oh, careful. This is why you need the key, by the way. Because you gotta open up these blocks. And you only have one chance at getting the midway. Don't blow it. Midway. Are you ready for the second half? Get ready, chat. Get ready for the second half. I missed it. That's an auto-scroller, right? Except it's getting faster. It's getting really fast. It's getting faster. Watch out for the blue coins means bad, okay? Like, watch out for the blue coins. Up, down. That's a blue coin, so don't go up. Oh, it's getting really fast, right? Boo! Did I spook ya? Who said all the scores would be boring? And you gotta swim up fast there. And that's that level. So, believe it or not, that's in the original Super Mario World. But it's never used. It's just a fast auto-scroller. To the point where you can't jump anymore. No. Get it? Because it's not a moon, but you get 3 1-ups instead. GG's. So here's where, in my opinion, the hack gets really good. Because every level in World 3 is unique in some way. So here's World 3. We're starting with Opposite Day. So here we go. You're also planning on making a Waterwood level, a bit like this. I have a sub-level with this, but I want to make a full level like this. Used this idea a couple of times in the past, but never a full level. You steal from me, Nanashi? No, I'm just kidding. Water is lava, lava is water. Coins are blocks, and blocks are coins. It's not Mindbreaker. That's a reference to a level that I skipped, because not only is that level extremely difficult, but it's also a puzzle level. But, like, it is very, very difficult. To the point where I'm actually thinking of moving it to World 8, but I left it in for now. So, let's do it. So yes, the gimmick is it's Opposite Day, so lava is water, as you can see. Water is lava, so don't touch that. Coins are blocks, and blocks are coins. Up we go. You're freezing your ass off again? So you're outside right now? So I asked this again, is there anywhere where you could wait inside while the bus comes for you? Or are you just, like, just stuck? Like, do you have one of those... I know here we have like little huts that you can kind of sit in waiting for the bus, but they're like so shitty that's not worth it. But surely in Europe there it's better, right? So, Opposite Day was a huge fan favorite for my playtesters, to the point that I'm actually in the process of making an Opposite Day 2. So, it's actually coming right now. That's good. Get inside, quick! Go, 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 Nanashi! Oh, God. Okay, I'm struggling. The hack's getting harder, right? This is also the world where my friend was like, it's too difficult, and I said, I think I said it on stream, he literally said it was too difficult, I said, dude, you are in World 3. That means you beat not 1, but 2 worlds to get here. I expect you to be good at the game by the time you get to World 3. And it's only gonna get harder. It's even getting to the point that I'm dying to it. My own level, dude. So little fun fact about this level. The main gimmick, Opposite Day, is completely unique to me. I've never done it. However, the whole, like, half water level, half above ground came from actually one of my Super Mario Bros. 3 levels. So you could argue that the layout was kind of a ripoff of one of my Super Mario Bros. 3 levels, but the gimmick is completely unique. Like, completely new and all that. So, it's lauder and lava. And don't touch the water. That's insta-kill. See if I can get to the midway. And yes, the gimmick gets even more ridiculous in the second half. You're about to see when we get there. But first, let's get the midway. So, gotta go over here. I'm not saying the layout is an exact ripoff of my Super Mario Bros. 3 level, but it's just the concept of half water level and half above ground, right? Where the top part I could kind of run around, and the bottom part I could swim, right? So now we go down here. Watch out for the fish, especially the blue. Like, it looks a little ugly like that, right? But without custom stuff, I can't exactly make it any prettier. So here we go. I added this after because I want the what's it called? P-switch to not be active in here. So here we go. Heck! Passing that yellow border makes it so floors and holes switch places too. Going through this border again reverses this. Pipes are solid. I ran out of space, so that's why it says pipes. Just pipes solid. So yes, the gimmick now is the ground is fake, but pipes aren't. I'll even showcase it here. The ground is fake. I repeat, the ground is fake. So this is the main reason why this is a fan favorite, because this is just such a cool gimmick that I came up with. Because it looks natural, right? It looks like, hey, I can climb on these, but no, you can't. It just fades right through it. This is where it gets confusing as well, because remember, every time you pass a yellow border, it reverses it. So it's solid here, right? But oh! But you go through it again, and you dead. Now, with the midway point, unfortunately you have to do this again. Maybe I'll move the midway to after this part, but that's quite a ways to the midway. It is a pretty decently long level. Oops, I did not press down there. It's pretty intimidating that this water is insta-kill, right? I'm even freaking, like, going around it like it's the plague. I'm scared of it. Hopefully you're inside somewhere warmer now, Nanashi. Just gonna speed this up. Again, it looks so natural. I really like this level. But it's fake! It's all fake! It's all lies! Can't believe Felix would do this to us. Or I guess it's Yano. I'm gonna be careful. It's a hard level, chat. It's a little bit of a puzzle aspect as well. You know what I should do there? Almost at work. Damn. Hopefully you have Christmas off though, right? Be careful. So here's a cool gimmick, because I'm gonna save state here, because you would think that you go over here, right? Because the goalpost is there. Psych! So what you have to do, because again, we passed through a yellow block, right? Or a yellow thing like this. So that means all this is solid now. Guess who forgot that was a block already? Like, see, this is all solid. Pass through it again, everything's fake. So, what you have to do is, boom! So, once again, don't get baited, because over there is fake ground, right? So if you go over here, like, GG's, I win, right? Lamau. So what you have to do is go above it, kind of jump over this, and then you fall down here. Because again, holes are reversed, right? Like, the ground's fake, but holes are real. So GG's. Still, what a cool gimmick, at least to me. What a cool ass gimmick. Nice. Again, I don't know why it does that. We gotta get the secret exit though, because there's another level I have to show. In my opinion, it's not this level, but it's the next level that we're gonna unlock. Probably my buggiest level, according to my playtesters, but unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. I'll explain it more when we get there. And once again, I'm gonna have to put you on BRB because, again, if you ever playtest this, I want you to find out the secret exits for yourself. It wouldn't be too secret if I showcased it, you know? Nice double kill. So yeah, this was such a fan favorite that there's currently an opposite day 2 in the works. So I have a really cool idea for a level for an opposite day 2, which is gonna be World 5. Which, you know, dude! Which, you know, considering that I still have to finish World 4, I believe I have 3 levels left to do in World 4. And then all of World 4. Alright, Anashi, have a wonderful day at work. Try not to overwork yourself, and catch you later. Sorry that you weren't able to watch this stream, but have a great day nonetheless. Arguably, you could consider this, like, out of context. Bye, Nanashi. You could consider this a little bit of a hint that the secret exit is somewhere in the second half, right? Somewhere. Nope, just... It's opposite day, Dogfather. I almost called you Nanashi. It's opposite day, so lava is water, water is lava, coins are blocks, and blocks are coins. So I could swim in lava, but can't swim in water, because water kills me. Mushroom is mushroom. That's a sprite. I can't change that without... Oh, I was supposed to press the block. Or P-switch. Because there's no custom ASM in my hack, Dogfather. Alright, I have to put you on BRB for a quick second because I gotta get to the secret exit spot. And I can't show you where it is. So, burb. Alright, we're back. And you're gonna have to work for it, chat. So what up, Checkpoint? So I already got more layer 2. Kind of, like, I'm not the best with layer 2, if you want me brutally honest. But this section can be a little difficult. But it's for the secret exit. You have to get good. It's a safe spot. Again, lava's water. So gotta hang out. Gotta hang out here as well. And be careful because there's ice physics as well. Just to make it a little harder. You're in World 3 now. Put those big boy pants on, you know? That didn't kill it? What? That's classic Super Mario World jank. In my own hack? I don't think so. But good old one-up checkpoint, right? I wouldn't make you go all the way back again. That's too much effort. Seriously, how did the spike top not die to the throw block? That's whack, dude. My own hack as well. Okay, I gotta go. Oh! difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult, man. Maybe I do need to nerf it a little bit. It's not exactly any easy way of nerfing it, though, without changing the entire level. Like, maybe I could put one less throw block here. Like, throw block layer. Okay, I hate this spike top. It's my spike top, but I hate it. I'm struggling. Should you make an omelet in the morning? Absolutely. Omelets are delicious. I'm no good at making them, but when I go to, like, a breakfast restaurant, I almost always get omelets. Go, go, go. Alright, this is technically supposed to be harder because, like... Oh, uh-oh. These spike tops are a pain in the ass, man. I'm removing them. I'm removing them before the big announcement. After tonight's stream. Can it frickin' game over? I'm at danger of game overing, dude. I did lose all my lives when I what's it called, reset, though. Just excuses, excuses. There. Notice how I got rid of the spike top there? Yeah, that water kills me. You gotta be careful. Go, go, go. This is, unironically, a pretty difficult section, though. What is wrong with me? Go, go, go. Okay. And the lava looks pretty ugly like that, right? Not really much I could do about it, though. So once again, watch out for those. Reason why they look like that, by the way, is because those are layer 1, and we're on layer 2 right now. Here's a little cool part. You actually have to throw the key. And that's the secret exit. That is a rough section, though. So here is one of the buggiest levels in my hack. We got Claustrophobicide by Felix. Lamau. I'm resetting so it looks less ugly. Again, I don't know why it does that, but look how nice it looks now. So up we go to Claustrophobicide. So the whole gimmick about this is... That's a power-up filter, by the way. That's why that death block's there. So the main gimmick of this level is... Actually, if you were here for the previous streams, this is actually one of the levels I played on stream. Right? But this level is very buggy. Mainly because I'll try to showcase some parts, but there's nothing I could do about it. But anyway, the main gimmick is, like you saw that, the main gimmick is the power of the butt. Like, you're meant to slide a lot. That's why it's called Claustrophobicide. So like right here, how do you go across, chat? You need to go down. You slide kill it. Ayo. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Haha. It died. Alright, follow the coins, but not the blue ones. Get ready to hold B. Because you're put in the hot spot. Quite literally. Then I gotta remember I'm not playing opposite day anymore. Because I'm like, oh, the lava's not supposed to kill me. Oh jeez. But yeah, here... Like, let me show you how buggy this is. If you could jump well enough, you can phase through like that. Like, I can't do anything about that, right? I basically skipped the entire level doing that. Same with here. If we're gonna land it on this. It's so sad because it's honestly a decent level in my opinion. So once again, another follow the arrows. I wasn't meaning that time that would lead you right into That's there in case you softlock, because you know how I say in VLEC, no matter how stupid the person, if it's a softlock potential, it's a softlock potential, right? And here we go down here. If you're wondering what that text says on the side, it says Yano Felix. Yeah, we're falling. We're falling. This is a cool part. So you see how you're supposed to go down? What you actually have to do is bounce over here and use the fireball to kill it like that, right? Look at that. That's a cool setup to me. Midway. Just kidding. I don't think it's possible to get in there. I don't remember. There's your midway, though. Okay, here's the second half. You can turn the light on if you want. So, a wiser man said, no, seriously. The power of the butt is actually whack. It even kills the unkillable. So what I mean by that is, it can kill Bowser statues. Boom. Even saws. Boom. Boom. So here we got a little bit of a mashup level. So what I mean by that is, it's a cave level, but it has castle enemies. Pretty cool level. Gotta be careful here. Those are Kaizo blocks, chat. You're gonna get Kaizo there if you're not careful. Here, I'm pretty sure you can run across. There actually used to be a Sparky here. But, like I said, one of the more buggier levels, there was, unfortunately, a sprite limitation there, and I had to remove it, so... Oh! I got a freaking B, dude. Let's run it back. That's what the B stands for. Run back. But yeah, every level in World 3 I'm proud of except for one, and it's not this one. I'll say which one it is when we get to it. It's not bad, but compared to like all the other levels in World 3 that I made, it's one of the most boring ones. Because in my opinion, I could have done the gimmick a lot better. Which if you're here during my VLDC 11 playthrough, I actually dropped the name of the level. Hey, I did include the Sparky. That's just a classic, hey, sprite limitation moment. Wasn't supposed to do that, though. Wasn't supposed to do that. Buggy level. My level, but still buggy nonetheless. Ugh. I'm struggling in the second half, dude. My own hack. I'm struggling like this. Maybe World 3 is too difficult. If I'm making it harder, then World frickin' 4 and 5 and so forth have to be even harder. I am taking into consideration the difficulty every time Why is there so many Bowser flames here? I know it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, you gotta slide there. Yeah. I mean, I can't remove the Bowser statue, but I think that's why all the... Like, the Sparky respawn there. Fix your hack, Felix. And I say I'm trying. There's only so much I could do with a 1990 game engine. Without using, like, custom ASM in it. Your eyes do not deceive you. There is slowdown in this level. Hold B. So you gotta wait for the pencil to go through. This is a cute little section. That Bowser statue is gonna hurt you if you don't hurry up. Yes, I clipped into the ground again. Ooh, hurry up. Get ready to hold B again because you gotta squeeze through. That pencil isn't actually supposed to be there. It's supposed to be one tile to the left. Nice hack, Felix. I think I'm gonna game over in my own level. 3 lives left. It doesn't help that every time I reset my what's it called? All my lives go back down to frickin' 3, or not 3, 5. Okay, I'm locking in. You got moves that spawn behind you? Okay, Nanashi. Sorry, Dogfather. There's moons behind you? Behind me? There's moons behind me? Fine. Let's go get it. You see that controller overlay? You see what direction I'm holding right now? Dogfather got baited. Someone got baited by a Yano Felix. Yano Felix troll. Hey, time to clutch up. Yano is the evil counterpart. Like, he would do something like that. There, you could kind of just run across. Hey, I'm locking in because I'm down to 2 lives. Maybe I should get the greed switch. Make this section a little easier on me. Oh god. That freaking Bowser statue's coming down as well. Dude, it's following me. Like, leave me alone. Oh, nice. It clipped through the ground. Yeah, nice hack, Felix. And I say thank you. I built it myself. Quite literally, built it myself. You kind of cheese this section with. Hey, that pencil spawned that time. I really don't know why the pencil is there and not one tile to the left. Cause yeah, that's a problem. There's this section that you're technically supposed to spin jump off of that Bowser statue. But if you have the feather, you can kind of just glide down. Be careful! Technically, you're supposed to slide kill that. But came a little too fast. Look how paranoid I am. Watch out! What's the exclamation point for? I don't remember. Oh, another falling section. Trust the coins, chat. Not the blue ones, though. No, not the blue ones. You get baited there. Which side? Left again. Haha. GG's. So, fun fact about this room. Does it not look familiar? It's a Switch Palace room. It's designed exactly the same. Hallway. Even this here. And this, the frickin' Switch Palace block is just a goalpost. Because beating this level unlocks the Red Switch Palace. The Red Switch Palace. So this one I will showcase because it is kind of a puzzle level, but I already showcased it once on stream. I could showcase it again. So if you ever play this level, you know, be sure to take notes because I'm showing you how to beat this level right now. All the other Switch Palaces are kind of more puzzles. This one's just a skill check. Except here, Lamau. Let's see if I can get in there. I'm getting up-piped. Shouts to Fluffy Mainboard. That one up you're not technically supposed to get. I almost forgot about that. And now we're back in this room. Except it's looking a little bit more different, isn't it? We gotta do that. And midway! Yeah, midway in a freaking Switch Palace level, right? But the fast auto-scroller makes a return. But yeah, you see like these Switch Palace rooms? You see how they're kind of similar? Holding B. Up in B. Gotta swim once. Just hold down. Look at all those Switch Palace blocks. Hold right, because otherwise you're gonna get squished there. And now you're soft locked. This is a soft lock room if you, like, mess up. But it's not actually, because you go over this way. You're in another soft locked room, but it's reversed. Think of it as a mirror. This is layer 2, by the way, so you gotta hurry up. You know what I try to go for? I try to set up for a yump. You gotta appreciate that, chat. Yes, that was intentional. You come out of the you come out of the Switch Palace block. Red Switch Palace is pretty good. It's a pretty good level that I made. I hope you're appreciating it. B! Yeah, jump over that, because that kills you there. I know that looks intimidating, but if you just listen to what the level tells you, that it's really not that bad. Like, just hold down and B there, and you are fine. Yump! You remember this one? Hell yeah. You know, it might be easier to try to go for a yump now that I don't have a feather. Because you kind of just float on top of it, right? Okay, still no yump. Wow! Impressive stuff completing this! Pressing this turns... Oh wait, I have a spelling mistake there. Completing. Don't expect the last one to be easy. And I mean it. Because my playtester friend said that it was too easy, and I took that personally. So now the Blue Switch Palace is going to be fucking brutal. So if you ever play this, and you find that the Blue Switch is too difficult, blame my playtester friend. So let's backtrack. This level, if I were to submit a level to like a VLDC/OLDC, it would be this one. Susaf Factory. This... Like, remember how much of a fan I am about flipside gimmicks? This level is it. Legends say this factory in its prime made doors that gave you the power to travel into the past. What kind of factory produces only doors? Let's do the secret exit first. So you see these star doors? We're going back in time, baby. I did a very good job at the flip side gimmick in this level. Like, especially the secret exit path, you're about to see. Like, just take note of the aesthetics and just like the layout of this. Awesome. Of this secret exit path, right? When we eventually do the normal exit path. You're gonna see. Like, see? Instead of lava, it's just water now. Poop water, but water nonetheless. Let's see if we can get through this now. Do have to come back with a P switch. That's why there was, in very big letters, P. This is all bridge stuff now, right? When we play the normal path, that bridge ain't gonna be there. It's all rotted away because we're in the past right now, chat. That's the gimmick. It's a flip side gimmick. There's the P switch. Now we gotta backtrack. And here's a little side gimmick that you can't spin jump anymore, right? Because you're holding a P switch. So if you're wondering why there was green coins here that I already collected, it's because of that. I don't expect you to climb on a vine with the item. That's a bit, especially with that jump, it's a bit difficult. So now we're back here. No yump. Now we get to the door where we go even further into the past. Like, before this was even a cave. Now we're in H2O. Even this message box agrees. How far back exactly do you plan on going? The doors weren't planned on being used to go this far back in time. Yeah, now we're in the forest. We're going way back in time. This is it's just a simple platformer section. I like this little little obstacle with the pencils like that. Looks a little cute like that, don't it? What I also like about this is you actually see the process of the factory being built, which you're about to see in the second half. Like right here, now we're getting to more mechanical stuff, right? Got lava, you got cut down trees, you got all of this. I'm just floating over it because that's the power of the feather. And yeah, now we're approaching the factory. Except now we're going back more in time. I'm gonna pause here. Watch your eyes. And sorry for your eyes. Because now we're going way too far back in time, right? We are past the point of stuff existing. It's just a ghost house, but it's meant to look like like you went so far back in time that the galaxy isn't even formed yet. And technically you don't see the ground, but the blue coins indicate death. Like I'll showcase here. You fall. But otherwise, trust the process, nonetheless. I'm freaking paranoid now. In my own hack, dude. Ben. So I gotta wait for this boo link to go through. Just trying to be careful. Like, yeah, you're safe other than the blue coins. Ha, baited. Because we're going even more back in time. You only got 20 seconds. So now we're so far back in time, nothing exists anymore. Like, not even a universe exists. Only just the secret exit. GG's. And now we're out in World 4 with DDI. So DDI went through so many different level name changes, and the second half changed a lot. But technically, we're in World 4 now, right? You can see the sign up there. We're in World 4. So DDI is another really cool level. Because pretty nifty, eh? That rope glitch allows you to climb anywhere you want to go. Just try to avoid pressing up on any green doors. You know? Because you get it? Because to climb up, you have to hold up. But you got green doors. So imagine this. That you have to climb up. You accidentally enter a door. Gotta retry again. This is a very goofy level, but a good level nonetheless. Because fun fact, this level actually went through a lot of changes as well, because my original plan was you're not able to re-grab a rope, otherwise what's it called? You use your rope glitch, but it didn't work because it was custom ASM. So I had to improvise, and now we have this where you can't hold up on the door tiles. I'm gonna be careful here. So yeah, that's the main gimmick of this level, right? You can't hold up. So you kind of have to jump and hold up at the right time. This level is a little difficult, but you're in World 4 now. Like, get ready. Now we got an auto generator. Yes, I use auto generators in my hack because, again, this isn't a competition level for a competition hack. It's just one of my levels in my hack. So I think it's fine that I'm using what's it called? Using auto generators. That's actually supposed to pop up. I don't know. Does it get stuck? Does it get stuck by the door? Now, this part could get a little crazy. You gotta be careful, though. Like, look at all those saws. Midway's down here, though. You want a little Easter egg? YF for Felix. Pretty cute. Okay, second half. Yeah, this second half went through a lot of changes. Because this is where the gimmick of you not being able to re-grab ropes was supposed to come into play. But it didn't work out, so it got replaced with a whole bunch of walls and stuff instead. So, time to climb up. Of course, fit with more reset doors. Don't press up, except I did there, but I lucked out there. Oh no! I forgot. I freaking forgot. Oh my god. I just talked about it as well. Oops. I added one saw because I thought that was too easy. But I might have to remove that second saw. Hack's too hard, Felix. We're in World 4 now, so start getting good. Be careful here. I don't know when to go. Dang it. Okay, well... Why did that fall on me? That's not supposed to happen. God damn it. Yeah, nice hack, Felix. Well, let's try that again. So, rope glitch. It's time to head up. I kind of need that power up. This level's too hard, man. It's my level, but it's still hard. You're supposed to duck there, but yeah. Should probably fix that. Oh! Careful. Oh no! It's coming. Watch out for all the frickin' reset doors. So I'll be honest, I don't actually know what DDI is supposed to mean. It's supposed to be like PPI, but yeah, the fuzzy's not supposed to do that, Felix. So I gotta frickin' fix that. Uh-oh. So this part, we have to do is actually press down instead of up. And jump up like that. Look at all the doors. There's supposed to be saws, yeah, coming down. But looks like only one of them spawned in. Way to go, Felix. Come on. Gotta bounce it out. Work for your power-ups, chat. But yeah, you can still spin jump, right? Why does this one not bounce out? You see that right one? Like, nice hack, Felix. Still gotta press down to re-grab. And yes, it's supposed to be intentional that some of these lines are supposed to make faces. Just add a little bit of fun with myself. So yeah, this part, all of this used to be ropes. All these walls here, but now they got replaced with walls and doors and the such. I don't think I took into consideration that you can't, what's it called, dodge it like that. This one you gotta hurry up though. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Oh, missing enemy here. Got a working enemy there at least. Ah! I freaking missed. Go, 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 go. No, I didn't mean to re-grab. Felix, please don't die. You're almost right at the ending. Okay. Just hug the wall. I almost got caught there. But yeah, you see these? Technically what was supposed to happen is when you re-grab this, you lose your rope glitch, right? But it didn't work. So that's why I'm making fun of myself that, hey, you can't re-grab any of this. Let's read this message box. So, how long did it take you to realize you could re-grab anything holding down instead of up? Did you have fun with the doors? I sure did, Felix.
orb.
GG's. So this unlocks the other Star Road level, but I mean, I could name drop the level. It's called the Babysitter, but this level's not complete. Sorry. I think the first half is, so let's play the first half together, shall we? Let's see how it plays out. Because I don't think I play tested this yet. I know I made it, but it's not complete. So let's do it. So the main gimmick is, well, consider the level name. You're the babysitter. I freaking messed up, so it's time to reset. Outside the reset doors are there. Let's try this again. Oops. Because you can't throw it just straight up, right? Kill the baby? That's why it's called the babysitter. Not saying a good babysitter, but this level is very difficult. I got it. And then you already have to kill the Yoshi. Bye. This one you have to go quickly. Because the baby Yoshis are gonna kill your platforms. Gotta do that. Gotta... What do the green coins do? They tell you when you're supposed to throw something. Throw something or slide. They're just indicators. And this is just a big ol' jump. And looks like that's the end of the level, because again, I didn't playtest this yet. Yeah, the platform you're supposed to jump on, but it's supposed to spawn here and not at the bottom. But again, that level's incomplete. It only goes up to the midway, but the midway point was after that section anyways. Because yeah, we're getting actually pretty close to what I have left to show of my hack. Alright, so remember when we went back in time? Now let's do present day. Like, see, bridges are all destroyed. I don't know what that was. Stupid is what it was. Stupid. But yeah, Sussaf Factory, like, I think is one of my better works. Because I think I nailed the flip side gimmick. Especially in the second half, that it gets a little, not difficult per se, but the flip side gimmick comes into full force then. So what you have to do is make those fall, and then you gotta go back because you gotta spin jump off of them. Only one of them respawned. So my playtester didn't beat this level. It was too difficult. So I'll show them how it's done. But yeah, remember when we were in the past? The bridge was here, but since then it's rotted away. Kinda had trying to nail the aesthetics too, you know? Trying to get that storyline going. And when we were in the past, this was blocked off. But not this time. Nice, Felix. It's not supposed to do that! Reset door because this is a soft lock if you mess this up. But collect the P-switch. It's time to go back in time, baby! Because this is all rubble, but it's time to go back when the factory was around. Boom! Now we're in a castle, aka factory, aka Sussaf Factory. Featuring now freaking broken sprites. I mean, they kind of work, right? You're missing a tile there, but still works nonetheless. And not really much else to say about this level. It's a flip side gimmick. It's my first time trying to do a flip side gimmick. This level took goddamn forever to make, but I think it paid off in the end. That's the midway. And see, now we're back to present, and we're no longer in the factory. It's a little bit of a puzzle, but it's more of a order of operations in the second half. Where you kind of have to collect items and use them when you're supposed to, you know? So, go over here. But yeah, you can see, it just keeps going, right? You go through the pipe, back in the past. Or, yeah, in the past, because we were in the present when we went through the star doors. That's where you're supposed to go. I actually forget. I gotta remember how to beat this level. Is it in here? Nope. And no, we need a couple of items to beat this level. I don't have a P-switch. We need a springboard for there. So we probably have to go back in time for that. So go through the star frickin' pipe. I don't know why it's not here, so I gotta fix that when I do it again. Yeah, see how this is complete contrast? Oh no! Unless, yeah, no! I need that springboard! Oh my god, I'm not. I know it's my own hack, but shit, I am not gaming right now. I just want to point out the next level after this, I'm unfortunately going to have to put you all on BRB. Why was there no item in there? Oh no, this is where you have to go. I remember going here because the P-switch is in here, right? Sure is. And we know exactly where to go with this P-switch. So let's roll. I don't know, I think this level's pretty good. Again, if I were to enter a competition hack, this level is probably what I would submit. So here's the springboard, and we know where to take it now. Gotta dodge the freaking lava though. Ah! Careful. Oh god. But yeah, you could see how this is kind of reminiscent towards the past, right? The past and present, how this kind of lines up in a way. That's what I was trying to go for, and I think I did a decent job at it. So there's your order of operations, GG's, and now we are about done this level. A little bit of hard part there. For wondering what that says at the top. You can kind of guess what it says. Gotta remind you who made this hack, you know? Yours truly. There's this fun part where you have to spin jump over that, but if you spin jump there, you're dead, right? Geisel blocks for no reason. Let's get our one up, but there's a moon right over here, and you can't really see it, but this is supposed to be the letters to Yaddle Felix, but all broken up. Like, you can see this is kind of the N, that's kind of the O, that's kind of the F, the L, the I, the E, and the X, and all that. Yeah, the end of the level is just over here. Hey, look, there's the X. A little broken up, though. Just a couple more obstacles. And GG's. Again, that is one heck of a level, in my opinion.
Beetle.
Alright. Here's PP City. This is the level that took me forever and made me burn out on 2 separate occasions, because this is a giant, very, 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 very giant puzzle level. So you know what that means, chat? I unfortunately have to put you on BRB while I do this, so let me try to complete it as quick as possible, but BRB. Alright, Chad, I am so sorry it took that long, but I wasn't kidding when I said that this puzzle level is extremely long. But it is done now. Like, I was worried, I was like, yeah, this is taking a bit too long, but just goes to show that World 3 is not effing around with its levels, right? GG's. Time to finally move on. At the same time, I grabbed the secret exit because I really want to showcase what's it called? Showcase the World 3 star level. This level is really cool with its gimmick. So we got coinage. Here we go. So I want to make sure. Do we have game audio? Okay, we do. So this level's gimmick is, based on what this says, no one likes a cheap steak, avoid the coins, and try to collect less than 20 by the end. Side exits are enabled if you fail. Yeah, sorry Dogfather, and sorry anyone else that's watching. So yes, this level's main gimmick is avoid the coins. Good luck, have fun. And just don't collect more than 20. That's why I'm kind of skipping all of the puzzle levels because they're pretty difficult, right? That was my second time. Uh-oh. Okay, I collected a bit too many coins, but as long as I collect less than 20, right? I think that was 6 coins. And I'm not that my jump didn't come out. Oh my god, I'm throwing. You think I collected more than 20 now? $20. Do I win? I lose. Well, guess who sucks at their own level? This guy. Should probably figure that out. I don't know if the level's easier or harder with Yoshi, but I don't want to find out. You can find out if you want, chat. Eventually. Sometime. So, I thought I collected less than 20. I mean, I know it's 20 coins at the end, so I think it's 10 coins you can't collect. So I need to freaking change that. Change that, what's it called? Text box. So the playtester, they quit on the second half. Just goes to show that this hack is pretty difficult. Maybe not, because oh my god. Okay, 4, 8. I can't collect 2 more coins. So let's be careful about this. Give me the shell for protection? Like, I'm sucking at my own gimmick, dude. How can I do this to myself? Okay, 9 coins. 9 freaking coins. There we go, we win. Because, yeah, if you hit that star coin, right, you get a 1-up and it feeds the Yoshi. And you need the Yoshi to hit that. So, second half time. You might be wondering how I do this, considering, like, you can only collect 30 coins at the same time. You saw that 1-up checkpoint? It's time for a little bit more Felix magic, right? We got that door now. And now the block's there. And now we can enter that door. So this second half, the playtester quit. So I'll show you how it's done. Because this gimmick is great. Now do it again without collecting any coins. Good luck. So, 1 coin and it's GG's is what the second half is. And you realize that we're getting followed by 2 coins? You like it? I like this gimmick. Because you can't collect 1 coin and you got freaking... You're stuck in the middle, right? The other gimmick is you need to keep the feather. So you have to swipe the swipe the fire flower up, because you need the feather to get rid of these enemies and all that. And this part's a little harder because you gotta go quickly. That's why I want to showcase this level. It's really cool. I want to showcase the Star World 2 level as well, but I really don't want to put chat on BRB again. So now we're free, but we still gotta bit ago. That puts you up to collect the coins, by the way. God damn it. I can't start select out. God damn it, I freaking failed in my own hack again. There's this cool part. You can't see where you are. Kinda have to use your better judgment. I win! Except that Chuck screwed me. Okay, you get this. So watch my coin counter, right? If you collect this, you lose the run. Pretty evil, right? 25. I lose. Side exits are enabled for that reason. So we go again. Let's try this again. I know, but you should be aware. That's why, like, you see how low the ceiling is here? That's why there was no ceiling around that Yoshi coin. It's just one Yoshi coin. But that one Yoshi coin can kill your run. Don't worry about it. So back to this over-glorified auto-scroller is what this is. I seriously don't get why my playtester quit. They didn't quit, but they said that... Because I asked them, oh, did you beat coinage? And they said, first half, yes, but the second half, no, they didn't. And this is the second half. But yeah, the gimmick is collect no coins. Don't collect the fire flowers, because otherwise you're kind of screwed. Okay, here we go. Let's do this part properly. So you have to do is just do a mini jump like that. This part may look intimidating, but you just have to run across. Oh my god, I am so embarrassed right now. Right at the... Screw you, Chuck! Get that freaking a-hole out of here, dude. Those yellow bars are for filters, so you can't cheese that section, by the way. I thought of everything, right? But maybe it could be you that can find the cheese and have to make me like change stuff around. So let's do this again. Let's beat this level. And yeah, we only have like 5 levels left to go until stream's over, unfortunately. Because yeah, my hack is not complete, but hopefully you're enjoying this little showcase. Because yes, this is the last Felix Miss Day. So I just want to thank everyone that tuned in all 12 days or 11 days. Like I said, the announcement for the 12th day of Felix Miss is going to be after the stream in the Discord, because I mean, put everything together, you already know what the 12th day of Felix Miss is going to be. Like I dropped so many hints. If you're still oblivious, then well, you'll find out either way after the stream ends. That's fine. That's why I gave you 2 feathers, because I don't expect you to do the gimmick and try not to die. That's a little mean. So yeah, that part you literally just hold right. Don't jump. You're dead there. You know what that used to be? It used to be 1 tile, but I figured that was a bit too mean. So I made it 2 tiles. Jump over. You may think that this part is a little scary, but you just don't jump. Be careful. I almost lost it there. You saw that? Oh, spicy level by yours truly. Either way, GG's. And in the last room, all the money. You know why those blue coins are there? So imagine you're at the end, right? And you want to collect all these coins. Have fun. You have to beat the second half again. Just like that, right? Just like that. GG's. I know I could add a wall there, but I felt like leaving that troll in. I gave you the blue coins, so if you do that, then that's on you. So that was Star World level 3. So remember when I said that there was only one level that I didn't really like because it's kind of boring? It's this one. It's Coup de Grace. This one isn't bad, but I could definitely make the gimmick a lot better. Like, it's kind of... Compared to all the others I showcased that I hope you think is, like, groundbreaking, this one is very just... It's not good, in my opinion. I think I could rework it into something better. Because the gimmick is... Remember the level Oh That's Hot from VLDC 11? That's what this level is. Where you're basically, what's it called? Working with the skull raft for the most part of this level. But yeah, you can see here, like, there's freaking slowdown. But yeah, this is the gimmick here. It's not a good level. I'm aware of that, chat. But I don't really have... I do have a couple ideas of making this better. Yeah, you see there? Let's see if I can get into the secret pipe. Ayo! Little bonus area. This bonus area is silly, but it's also stupid. Because, like, you're supposed to go on different layers and collect the coins, but... This level is honestly a mess. I ain't gonna lie about it. There's the moon up there, though. And that gives us the midway. Eyo. Nothing in that pipe. I think that's where you enter from the midway, if I remember correctly. So time for a second half. Again, in my opinion, this is just a little boring, right? The main gimmick is centered around this skull raft. But other than that, it's just like normal platforming, right? With occasional jumping. Like an over-glorified auto-scroller is what it is, right? But don't worry, the next two levels, my jump got eaten there. The next two levels are really good. Yeah, leg. Yeah, nice level, Felix. Okay, this one you have to hurry up. Oh, yeah, I'm so screwed here. Wait, can I save it? I died to my own Kaizo block, dude. I died to my own Kaizo block. Oh my god. Oh my god. I died to my own Kaizo block, man. On Coup de Grace. My worst World 3 level. Oh my lord, that is... Maybe I should leave this level as is. I don't know. Oh my lord, that was... Like, wow. Can't believe that happened. I honestly cannot believe that happened to me. Oh, maybe I'll leave this level as is and then make like a second version that's better. You gotta find the right block, by the way, because all the others are multi-coins. Like this one. Oh no, they're both. They're both Kaizo blocks. Ah, hurry up! Okay. Okay. I almost lost it there. And yeah, this finale for this level is just whatever, right? Like, remember, Oh That's Hot? This is the poor man's version. Like, wow, look how exciting this is. Those blocks push you, so you have to jump over it. More leg. I see no way getting past that. Blue coins means you have to go underneath, chat. I stick my tongue out at you if you die to that. GG's. Wow. Maybe that level is fine as is, but I gotta figure out the lag, especially in that level. So here we go. We got generic level 3. Don't worry about the title. It's supposed to be like that, right? So remember how exciting generic level 1 and 2 were? Let's do generic level 3. Don't worry about all the glitches and all that. Like, you've seen how the totally normal, what's it called? Totally normal Super Mario World playthrough yesterday went. This is just as normal as all of the generic levels. Did you know the rising mushrooms can overwrite objects? You did try to get the power-up just before this, right? I sure did. Yeah, you liking the cutoff this level? Okay, fine. You want the truth. So, you know how at the beginning of this playthrough I was like generic level 1 and 2 were very normal. I decided to turn it into a little running gag. And now there's a generic level 3 that's anything but generic. As you can see. It's a little jank, isn't it? With a bunch of cut off and glitched textures, and it's supposed to be like that. I'm not just a bad level creator. But I think chat's gonna really like the World 3 Castle. It is one of my best levels in this hack, other than Sussaf Factory. But honestly, I think the World 3 Castle puts it to shame. So I'm excited to showcase it to you when we get to it. But first we have to get through generic level 3. Very generic, as you can see. Awesome. I gotta beat this level, dude. Come on. Ah! No! I was too eager. I was too eager to get into it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a Rex, by the way. If you're wondering what that's supposed to be. So yeah, this level's main gimmick, other than this being like a kind of just subtle jab towards the other generic levels, is the fact that the mushrooms can overwrite tiles like that. Like you see here that I can't get through. Kind of have to push this down, and boom, you find a way through. Pretty cool gimmick, right? Let's just skip that. Same with here. Overwrite the wall so you can get through. Ooh. Alright, this is a cool little section. So those are supposed to be bonsai bills. It is intentional for you to disappear in the background. Because it's supposed to be like that. Use the platform and get the midway. Let's read this message box. Let's see what Felix had to say. Alright. Cut-offs, glitchy textures, and badly placed tiles? This isn't a generic level. What were you thinking? It's got nothing generic. And it's cut off there as well. Well, here's a little cute part. You kind of disappear into the background. Makes it a little difficult for you to see, right? And more auto generators. Which again, it's not a competition level, so it's fine to use an auto generator. I'm not saying that because it's my level. I'm saying that as the truth. So here's this room. It's a little bit of a survival room. So you got bullets, you got an auto generator. It looks pretty bad, right? But welcome to generic level 3. It's supposed to look like that. Yes, you entered that pipe through the wrong way. There's this part. Once again, a cute little gimmick that you can't see where you are. That's why the coins are there. Until you kill the big boo. And now you can't see. Yeah, this part you have to... Uh-oh. You have to overwrite twice in this level, right? I'm getting wrecked by my own gimmick, dude. How can this be? By the way... Almost died to the auto-generator at the end. GG's. Again, I know it looks like a mess of a level, but it still plays like a great level. Because that's the main gimmick of that level. It's supposed to be like the generic levels. Generic level 1 and 2. But I turned it into a running joke and I was like, this is a good generic level. That's anything but generic. So here's One Screen Wonder. This level is one of the best levels I made. Like, bias aside, I think this is a really good level. So here we go. So it's called One Screen Wonder because, as you can see, the camera doesn't scroll to the left or right. We are on layer 2, and we are climbing up. This is a very good level, in my opinion. Another level that the playtester kind of rage quit on, but it's the final level of World 3. It's supposed to be a good level, right? So yeah, I'm very proud of this level. In fact, probably even more than Sussaf Factory. Because this level's got a really cool gimmick. I'm supposed to do that there, that's why the coins were there. And what do you do here when there's no platform? It tells you use the P-switch. And now you can't sit down here. You got this other one because you're gonna run out of time if you don't. So remember the Yellow Switch Palace? That's a real one. That's a real one. Oh, you want to see a really cool gimmick with this part? So you see the no blocks don't lead to anything, right? This is what you have to do. Boom. Now I'm up here. Teleportation! Let's try not to die though, Felix. This is a very, very long level. But it's a good level in my opinion. So yeah, you just have to saws constantly a threat to you. But I think we are at the end. Yep, midway. Oh, second half time. This is another really cool room. Basically the first room and the fast auto-scroller in one. You see this? You gotta spin jump here. Land. Get ready to jump. Again, this is such a crazy gimmick of a level. I am very proud of this. So I hope that you appreciate my work, chat. It is possible to get that moon, because watch this. Oh, wait, what? That's what you're supposed to do. This door still leads you to the same area. I don't know, just the gimmick of only having one screen and me being able to make an entire level centered around it. Like, I'm tooting my own horn. This is a badass level that I made. Okay, A and down, so you gotta go down. Now B to go up. Hold A, and now hold right, because otherwise you're dead there. There's these rooms. It's honestly a little break from the rest. Get ready to time this jump. Boom. That's not fair. It's my own hack, but that's not fair. Here's this one, but with an extra obstacle. Oh, okay, I got it. It's a pretty spicy level. That's the one-up checkpoint, and now we go again. So this one, as you saw, isn't exactly one screen wide. I don't know why it does that, because the first room didn't do it, and I made the rooms the same thing, so I don't know why it does that, but unfortunately, that's the way it went. So it's still a one-tile room, like this, but with a goddamn Podoboo. What am I, a freaking masochist? That I want to freaking have the player deal with a Podoboo like this? What is wrong with me? Like, go back to the saws, Felix. Yeah, like, this part is a little ridiculous, isn't it? Because now you have to deal with the Podoboo in such a very claustrophobic area, right? God damn it. I'm gonna die to a Podoboo. Never mind. I forgot. You never heard it be pronounced like that before? I know English. Don't worry about it. Here's the one-up checkpoint. Oh, I make the player go through this room again? Okay. I mean, get good, chat, if you ever play this. I mean, it's easy, right? It's just 3 little... Wait, what? Was I supposed to do that duplication? I gotta get in that pipe! No! How did I do that? Not doing very good. Get in the door, Felix. After this level, there's only, unfortunately, 2 more levels left in my hack, and then that's gonna be it. And I'm happy to have gotten the full 3 hours from this. There are a couple of other levels to showcase, but they're either 1, blocked off by a puzzle, or 2, is a puzzle level, so I'll just leave it for you to see and play and experience yourself. So, have fun! All I want to say is, like, before I drop the bomb what Felix missed Day 12 is, this isn't a sellout. If you truly want to know what it is, you have to join the Discord for it, because that's where I'm announcing it. Alongside what I have planned. I did it again. Freaking Podoboos, man! Why do I do this to myself? Why the hell do I add a freaking Podoboo like this? Get away from me. I'm just gonna hang out at the bottom. Maybe... Ooh. Spicy level, dude. But again, the fact that, like, you don't rely on the camera, that the level expects you to play alongside it, I like that about this level. That is a hard, a hard frickin' thing to do. My goodness, Felix. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Give me a power-up, Felix? Please? I think we are nearing the end, though. If that Podoboo kills me, dude. Oh! It's my own hack, but fuck! Goddamn Podoboo! Why do I do this to myself? Give me that feather. No, I can't even reset. Oh my god. Get me in the door. I gotta do this without the feather. I got this. I gotta lock the fuck in. That goddamn Podoboo, man. I'm not replacing it, but that goddamn Podoboo is all I gotta say. I'm getting janked in my own hack, dude. I can't believe this. I'm not very good at my own video game, huh? I'm struggling on this castle. No, dude. I can't be struggling like this on my own level. Like, I beat this before without save states, so it's clearly doable, but damn, is it ever hard. I'm not getting baited that time. I want my double feather. How do I keep doing that? Oh my god! Oh my god. You know, I'm just gonna wait. Gonna wait. I have 7C1 seconds. I thought I was dead there. But you gotta admit, at least the Podoboo is consistent. So, like, if this level's truly giving you trouble, at least there's a pattern to follow. I'm dead, aren't I? No. I greeted for the feather. I don't think that feather is actually collectible. Don't know what I should do about that. But yes, the announcement for Felix Miss Day 12 is going to be in the Discord. If you put all the pieces together, you already know what it's going to be. So get excited for that. Consider it a little bit of another Xmas gift for you. Kind of like how you're spoiling me, chat, when you really shouldn't be. I'm spoiling you as well. When new server picture, more emotes. Like, truly, thank you for being part of the community. Okay. I mean, I don't have any power-ups now. There's no power-ups after this section, apparently. Felix! At least this section's easy. I should probably make that one tile big. Two tiles wide is a little rude. Same with this jump. Ooh! Get away from me. Throw blocks there just to get past. Alright, here we go. I think this is the last obstacle before the boss. Okay. I'm locking in, I'm locking in, I'm locking in. Don't get scared by that. It's not gonna hit you. No way. No frickin' way. Hey, give me a power-up, please. Oh. Okay, that's the end anyways. Get me into... Oh my lord. I had sweaty palms there, dude. Why did Wendy do that? Is it supposed to do that? What? Felix, work on your hack. Oh my god, if I die here. Why does it do that? I mean, I like it, because it makes Wendy unironically harder to fight, but it's not supposed to do that. GG's, that is a hard-ass level, but I hope you enjoy that. My god. Thank you, Dogfather. I truly don't feel like I deserve it, but I appreciate someone that thinks I do. So GG's, that is World 3. Mario really outdid himself on the not so one screens, but rather a series of one screens. Anyways, Lemmy kinda got smacked, and I think it's time we got some sunshine, yeah? Off we go. Okay, something tells me it's not supposed to be Wendy, it's supposed to be Lemmy. Oops! Alright, GG's. Now to World 4. So here's Cookie Mountain 4, you know, from the original Super Mario World. Even though it's not Cookie Mountain 4, but, you know, let's do it. So this is another level that I played on stream. If you remember how this went, then you already know how this plays out. So see? It's Cookie Mountain Cookie Mountain. Don't worry about that cutoff. Just for some reason, all the collectibles are missing. Enemies are missing. Subsections are missing. I don't think that's a subsection. It might be. Midway's missing. Interesting. Even the frickin' Vine, the Yoshi's missing. Where is everything, chat? What's going on? It's kind of spooky. Other than the music, right? And just like that, level's over.
23.
Pretty easy, right? GG's. Thanks for playing my level. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright. You already saw this coming. I think this is the first level I showed on stream ever. Let's properly play Cookie Mountain, shall we? So all of a sudden, all this stuff's here now, right? Except that, but you still got power-ups here. All of a sudden. Now you got platforms. This is meant to be jank, by the way. There we go. Only took the third try. Yeah, you gotta watch out for this. So, this is... I won't name drop it yet, but the reason why it's called Cookie Mountain 4 is... Well, you're about to see after this P-switch. Because this is actually... Drum roll, please. You gotta use it here. Yup. As it says at the bottom, this is generic level 4. You have all been deceived. So, I know we just played generic level 3, but... Like, there you go, right? Midway's right there. I forgot if I had to slide jump there, or just do a normal jump, but that is a tough jump. But welcome to World 4. That's all I gotta say. You saw how tough World 3 was. World 4 is just gonna get harder. If you don't want to collect the mushroom, this part is trivial. So yeah, it's just like generic levels 1 and 2. It's kind of like a... It's kind of... What's it called? Like replacement, right? Because generic 1 was basically Yoshi's Island 1, but shaken around to look different. Generic level 2 was... was Yoshi's Island 2, but a bit different, right? And now, generic level 3 and 4? Well, generic level 3 is completely unique, right? But generic level 4 still shares Cookie Mountain from the original Super Mario World, but it's changed drastically, as you can see. That's not a Midway, by the way. That's a coin. I have deceived all of you again. This part actually went through a couple of changes. The lava wasn't there before. You just had a platform. There's this part. That's also new. Ooh, tight jumps. This jump's kind of scary as well. Ooh, more jank. Even more jank. Don't... Oh my god. How did I not die there? You gotta hit those because, look! Now we can walk slowly up this. And now, the exit's properly blocked off. But now it's time for the second half, where we have to go back through Cookie Mountain. Except, it's an actual beautiful level instead. With no cutoff and all that. Maybe there is cutoff somewhere. Point and laugh at me if you see it. But yeah, this was a really cute level, and I thought the second half looked a little beautiful. Because basically, you're playing through Cookie Mountain again, right? But with my spin on it. And you're backtracking. So after this, there's actually only one more level to go, chat. And unfortunately, that will be the end of the playthrough for the time being. But again, if you really wanna know what's it called? Felix missed Day 12 surprise is gonna be, then again, I don't want to be a sellout. Join the Discord, because that's, like, alongside what I have planned, that's the only place where I could share it. Alright? So, hopefully see you there for, think of it as an after party, right? To the stream. But, yeah, today, like, I might still stream tomorrow, but I already told chat that I got surprisingly invited to a Christmas party tomorrow. So, I'm gonna be gone for the evening. I don't know what time I'm gonna be back home, but if I do stream, it's not gonna be part of Felix Miss. Like, today is the finale of Felix Miss. Even though it's day 11, there is no day 12 stream, okay? And there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no Tooth Fairy. I don't know, because I'm socially awkward and autistic. I blame that death on you, Dogfather. No, I'm just kidding. I will hydrate, though. Thank you. Some good old H2O. Back in we go. Yeah, I say this now that I won't stream tomorrow, but I'll probably be bored for the night shift that I have tomorrow, and I'll end up streaming. But again, this is the last Felix Miss stream. I mean, can you obviously tell? The big announcement is playing my own stream. I'm playing on my own stream. I'm out playing my own hack on stream. That's what the big finale is all about. All this is made by yours truly, and I am showcasing it all to you lovely people. So, let's finish her up. Again, sorry that it didn't... Like, I'm glad we finally managed to beat a playthrough in one stream, right? Fortunately, it had to be my own hack, but... Still a work in progress. A very slow work in progress, but... If you've been here for the LNL streams, you know that your buddy is working on it. Especially since there's been, like, even 1 or 2 people looking forward to this. That's enough confidence for me to get back on the grind and start working this. Because, like, again, technically there is, like, 2 or 3 more levels I could play. But they're not connected to the pathing right now. Like, they're separate levels, alright? I'll showcase it when we what's it called? Get on the overworld. But there's no way of playing them right now. There we go. GG's. Super. That actually meant to say, like, why are you backtracking? This is the exact same level. Like, kind of just poke you and laugh. I'm like, and be like, you already played this level once. Because, right, you're backtracking at the end. So this is the final level of the stream of my hack. We got Broken Memories 1.0. That is a very edgelord name, but I'll give the context behind it. So yeah, like, this level is not complete. This level isn't. This level is. This one isn't. There's a level here that's complete. And nothing in World 5 is done. So, this is officially the final level of my hack. A pretty lackluster level, but there is a little personal, like, attachment to this level, which is why I called it Broken Memories. So, it may not seem like anything to you, but... Alright, you want me to say it? I'll say it after this first third, because it's broken into 3 sections. Woo! Beat the first level. Time for level 2. So, the context behind this is, what you're seeing here is the complete replica, other than some different changes, like here is supposed to be Spinies. This is a complete replica of my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack. I kid you not, this is the exact same levels from the original, my original Super Mario Bros. 3, because, again, I opened up the stream by talking about how I used to do Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hacking, right? And I felt heartbroken that I was like, I have to abandon all these levels, right? And then Knivy said, why don't you just implement the same gimmicks from the Super Mario Bros. 3 levels? And I was like, wait a second, you might be right. And so, Broken Memories 1.0 It's called 1.0 because this is all of the World 1 levels from that Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack that I'm playing right now. And that's what they're titled. So you saw at the beginning that it was titled Level 1. That was Level 1. When you saw Level 2, that was all Level 2. Now this is Level 6. So what I'm planning on doing is, again, there are 6 worlds worth of levels. That's why it's called Broken Memories 1.0, because there's going to be 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0. However, I missed a midway. I was supposed to grab the P-switch, I forgot. I'll just stay here in case. So, this level isn't supposed to be hard. This is a replica. I don't know why the coins were broken like that. This is supposed to be level 5. So, in the Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack, there are a couple of missing sprites from Super Mario Bros. 3 that Super Mario World doesn't have. So, like I said, the Munchers in level 2, quote unquote, was Spinies, right? And technically there are Spinies in this game, right? But it would have been a sprite limitation. So, had to make some adjustments. So like this thing broken, that's supposed to be intentional, because that's how my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack was like. So this is a complete copy and paste. It's called Broken Memories because the context is I was heartbroken that I wasn't able to necessarily port my what's called Super Mario Bros. 3 levels into Super Mario World. So some levels are missing because some gimmicks that I had, this is supposed to be level 3 that we're starting, and those like goalposts that I pass are the end of the levels, right? So yeah, so it's called Broken Memories because, as I said in the Kane Ivy story, I was heartbroken that I was like, I have to abandon all this work that I've been working on, like 6 whole worlds worth of levels, and turn it into, and just abandon it. And that's when, again, Kane Ivy said, just port the gimmicks into your Super Mario World level. So the levels that didn't make the cut got put into a basically like gauntlet level. That is this. So hopefully you like that little backstory. And let's finish this off. If you're wondering what these green coins are supposed to be, there are Yoshi coins in the Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack that I made. But obviously I can't fit like 30 plus Yoshi coins, because again, these are all levels, right? That's a cute little hard part, especially with the auto-scroller. You need the springboard because there is a checkpoint up here. One up checkpoint. So time for the final 2 levels. We got the Fortress, titled C, for Castle. But we got the Fortress of World 1 now. Because yeah, all of these green coins are supposed to be Yoshi coins. But I can't fit 25 into a singular level. And the reason why they're in a gauntlet level like this is, in the Super Mario Bros. 3, like you saw level 1, it's very, very short. So I had the bright idea of combining it into one giant level, because these levels aren't meant to be hard, right? That was back when I was like a teenager, like 14, 13 years old, making these levels. So it's not meant to be hard. There's the end. Just kidding. This is supposed to be a boss room. Awfully nostalgic, isn't it? Sure is, Felix. Sure is. So time for the last level. That's the secret exit. It was a joke because that, in the original Fortress level, that is a what's it called? That is a secret exit there that I just got. So I made some improvisions. So here's the last level of World 1, except we're starting outside. So go, go, go. Yes, there is a star there. Technically, what was supposed to be here is cannons, but no cannons in Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Bros. In Super Mario World. So I had to turn it into an auto generator. And here's the final level of World 1 from my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack. Again, it's... You know, I'll even showcase it after this. After this, and show the side-by-side. Well, not side-by-side, but, like... Show the idea, right? Ah! But thank you, everyone, for stopping by tonight. Here's the final boss of World 1, but I'm just using a Reznor instead. And that was a Broken Memories 1.0. How awkward would it be if I just ended up dying here? Alright, GG's. So that's World 1 completed from my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack. And that is, unfortunately, the final level of my Super Mario World ROM hack. Like, sure, we could go to Dolphin in my ass, but it's not complete. I mean, I could showcase a little bit of it, because I think the first half is completed. So, the gimmick of this is... What level was it that I talked about that I turned info boxes into a gimmick? It's this level. Because if you hit a message box, you're dead. Because there's insta death blocks at the bottom. It's like this part, you kind of have to... Yeah, pretty rough level, right? But it's still a work in progress. So, that's gonna be it. Like, GG's. I know there's some levels over here. Like, there's a level here, which is the secret exit from here. But this is a puzzle level. This is a level here that's extremely difficult. I might have to remove it for the time being. This is the bonus area, and all this isn't complete, so, again, GG's. All the levels that I skipped are all puzzle levels that you kind of have to figure out yourself. I hope you enjoyed my little showcase of my own hack, which, again, if you wanna play on stream, I'll drop the announcement in my Discord after I end stream. So, again, I'm not trying to sell out. If you truly want to know what it is, you join the Discord, and you'll know what the 12th day of Felix Miss announcement is going to be. So, yeah. I mean, I'll still showcase my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM hack. I mean, I won't play through it, but I'll showcase, like, what I did work on, right? I just gotta find it in my file. And it's basically abandoned, but there's so much work put into it. Probably gonna get nostalgic just looking at it. And just listen to this music, I guess, while I attempt to find it. I think it's in this folder. Oh, found it. Yeah, 2011 is when I worked on this. 2011. So, I'm gonna close out of this. I hope this isn't too loud, by the way. I might just mute it, actually. Yeah, but this is... The engine I made is completely fan-made. But... Here, let me just put on some, like, placeholder music for us. Where is it? You know what I could put on? This. So let me just really quick... That might be too loud. Hold on. Okay. I need to make a scene for this. I'm just gonna call it ASDF. Select Mario Builder. There we go. So this is what I used before I got into Super Mario World ROM hacking, right? This is completely fan-made. Like, I don't know where I downloaded this from. It's probably from, like, freaking Newgrounds, if you could believe that. So, I actually play it? No. Okay, go to build. Yeah, you can see here. There's nothing in file 2, but there is in 1. So here's world 1. Like, this is what Broken Memories 1.0 was centered around, right? So, like, let's jump into level 1. You can see how many reworks I did, by the way, based on the news, especially here. But, like, here we go. So, you can see we got this. Got the spiny down there. And remember the green coins? Right here? It's an A coin, aka dragon coin. Like, you have all of this. The Rexes, you got the bonsai bill. Wall of coins there. You use the springboard, because this tile isn't in Super Mario World, right? Then you go down here, and yeah, that was the finish of the level, right? There's nothing after that. So that's why I added that tall goalpost, because then you jump into World 2, and see? Doesn't this look familiar? Like where the Munchers used to be? It's supposed to be Spinies here. Got the Felix there. Got all of this. Like, remember that cutoff with the concrete blocks? It was just like that in Super Mario Bros. 3, right? Springboard and everything. And that is the end of World... Not World 2, but... Like, you get the idea, right? We could jump to the tower level. Or, you know, I should showcase the castle. Showcase the castle. So, like... The flame beams got replaced with the spike ball. You could kind of see there. You got the saw, the boo, thwomps. I want to showcase the secret exit. Like, you want to know why? Yeah, right here, right? That's where the pipe was, right here. But I replaced the key, and then we had the pipe there. Had to use the P switch here, right? Look at that. And at the end here, the orb was there. I had the message box here because that's the normal exit, right? And then we could show the tower level. So I did a pretty good job of kind of showcasing, or not showcasing, but kind of replicating, right? So right here, where we kind of just fall down, this pipe's not in Super Mario World. And then, yeah, you see the cannons here. These weren't also in Super Mario World, so I had to replace them with an auto generator. Got the P switch. Gotta enter the P switch to go into the inside of the final level. There's the checkpoint in this level. And then, yeah, like, see, even this freaking tiny ass thing was in the original, or not original, but in the remake as well. Yeah, the final boss in here was supposed to be Iggy, but I replaced it with Reznor. And that's just one world full of levels, right? Like, all of these are level, but look how many more else I got. I got all of World 2. All of these levels are completed. I got freaking World 3. All these are completed. Like, there was so much just passion and work put into this, right? So you can imagine that when like everyone else was switching to Super Mario World, I wanted to stick with Super Mario Bros. 3. So I put so much freaking work into this, man. It's so sad. Like, all these levels are completed. World 5 is gigantic, but all of this is completed. Like, holy crap, man. That's all I gotta say is holy crap. And then World 6 was the last level I completed. Like, I don't think I finished the last few levels in World 6. Yeah, I have Level 7? Oh, guess not. This is roughly where I ended. Oh, I did have a... what's it called? Level 7 level. This is actually, like, spoiler alert, this is a gimmick I'm gonna use in Super Mario World. I won't spoil just yet. You have to stick around to find that out. Yeah. So I wonder why I had a subsection. I have a level 9. Yeah, this I believe this level was the what's it called? Idea behind Claustrophobia Slide. Because you start all the way up here. Like, it's a bit different, but like, what's a good example level that I implemented into Super Mario World that came from Super Mario Bros. 3? I mean, this is all World 6, so I think I gotta go back to, like, World 1. There's not really any levels in World 1. Except, no, Level 4. Level 4 is a level that I did in Super Mario World. That's the one that wasn't in Broken Memories. Where it's just a mountain level, where you're climbing all the way up. It's kind of like that level I showcased on stream, right? Man, I want to go back to World 6. I want to see if I ever ended up finishing World 6 or not. So maybe I didn't. Because I know, like, level 9 is complete, level 5 and 6 are as well. Level 7 is, but... do I not have a tower level and level 8? I really don't. Okay, so I never ended up finishing World 6. I had level 8 and the final level of World 6 to go. I did start on World 7's, what's it called? Like, you can see it's very... I was nearing the end of my little Super Mario Bros. 3 adventure. There's nothing in, like, World 8. Fun fact about this, it goes up to World 12. Okay. It's kind of just a little hub area. There was going to be a secret actual World 9 levels here to get into the final 3 worlds of 10, 11, 12, right? But alas, it never came into fruition. Sad days. Very sad days. So that's really it. Nothing else to showcase. So I'm just gonna end there. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that little showcase, but that's gonna do it for me tonight, Chad. Thank you, like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for tuning into the 12 Days of Felix Miss. Again, as soon as the stream ends, the Felix Miss Day 12 announcements going to be in the Discord. So if you're a future watcher, join the Discord. The link's down below. And seriously, thank you for tuning in. I'm probably going to be taking a little bit of a break, considering, you know, I've been streaming and putting in a lot of work into the stream the past, like, 12 days. But, like I said, maybe if I come home bored during the night shift, I might play something else on stream, right? But that's officially it for Felix Miss, the 12 Days of Felix Miss. We are done. It's just a big announcement left in the Discord. I'm gonna finally shut up about the Discord, but again, if you want to know what the finale announcement's gonna be, join the Discord. But other than that, hopefully you have a very Merry Christmas by yours truly. Thank you for being a part of my community. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I hope that you stick around when we go into 2026. But I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Again, it's probably going to be cliche because I'm going to be streaming the next few days, but 12 Days of Felix Miss is over. The Christmas streams finally over. So have a very merry holiday. Have a wonderful Christmas week. and have a wonderful rest of your night or day wherever you may be. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for tuning in every night slash day wherever you may be, for following, for just supporting in any way, just being part of the community. Thank you so much, chat. It seriously means the world. So have a great night or day wherever you may be, and peace out and Merry Christmas.